Hello, you're kicking off the Sunday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with Melinchi and your headlines. Prime Ministers of Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia meet in Ho Chi Minh City. Cuban embassy in Vietnam learns more about Vietnam's history. BOOKCASE project contributes to spreading Vietnamese language culture in Belgium. On February the 22nd in Ho Chi Minh City, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính held a working meeting with Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet and Lao Prime Minister Son Se Phinadon to implement the agreements outlined in the conclusions of the earlier meeting of the three party leaders on the same day. During the meeting, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính revealed the results achieved in the conclusions of the Vietnam-Laos and Vietnam-Cambodia high-level meetings, as well as the trilateral Vietnam-Laos-Cambodia summit and recent visits by senior leaders of the three countries. The leader expressed their delight at the significant progress in cooperation among the three countries, which has contributed effectively to fostering their growing relationship. They emphasized the strategic importance of their close friendship, solidarity and mutual trust, while agreeing to enhance young leadership exchanges and training programs and intensifying public awareness efforts of the significance and historical value of trilateral cooperation. The three prime ministers affirmed their commitment to strengthening cooperation in ensuring national security, building and developing their nations. They agreed to maintain regular high-level meetings and exchanges across all channels, expand cooperation between localities, and promote people-to-people exchanges. The leaders also pledged to effectively implement legal coordinating to safeguard border security and combat transnational crimes such as drug trafficking, human trafficking, and money laundering. They reaffirmed their commitment to the principle of not allowing an individual or force to use one country's territory to harm the security of another, working together to build peaceful, stable, and developed border areas. The three prime ministers also agreed to further facilitate and promote trade and investment with a particular focus on border trade and optimizing the land-based border trade point system between the three countries. The leaders agreed to establish a trilateral cooperation mechanism between the ministers of culture and tourism to coordinate a tourism cooperation plan among the three nations. They are also committed to implementing a tourism model themed One Journey, Three Destinations. Additionally, they exchanged views on regional issues of mutual concern and reaffirmed their commitment to upholding ASEAN's central role in regional affairs and fostering Mekong sub-region cooperation. At the morning of February the 22nd, Lieutenant General Trương Thiên Tô, Vice Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, led a mission to attend the rehearsal for the opening ceremony of the new training season in 2025 at the Lighting Spirit and Determined to Win Relation movement for the Home Military at the Ho Chi Minh City Command. Lieutenant General Trương Thiên Tô praised the responsibility of the city's armed forces in preparing and preparing for the ceremony. He also asked the Ho Chi Minh City Command to continue with the preparation and decoration of the ceremony, as well as study aids and training tools, display areas, complete logistic, medical, security, and safety assurance for the event. The ceremony will take place at 7:30 a.m. on February the 25th and will be broadcast live on Ho Chi Minh City Television channel and the QPVN channel. Up to now, units under Army Corps 12 have basically completed preparations for the new training year. From consolidating training facilities and training grounds, all have been thoroughly prepared. Notably, these units have made many scientific preparation for 2025 training season, ensuring that rigorous training will achieve practical results. This year is the second year that units of Division 312 have been trained with STV-380 submachine gun. After a year of training, the unit has had many initiatives to help soldiers master this gun model more quickly. Regiment 165 alone has had 7 initiatives focusing on the STV-380 guns. Our innovation aims to help officers track soldiers shoot inside in the most precise way and support soldiers in mastering weapons and equipment for best shooting results in 2025. Prior to this year's training season, Division 308 consolidated and prepared over 2,000 shooting targets and some 6,200 training aids of all kinds and carried out over 70 renovations to sub-training. Many initiatives and improvements are highly applicable in training and combat readiness. We focus on innovating night training models to serve the night tactical training process and night infantry combat technique training. All of our night training models and tools are very close to reality. To date, all our officers have met the training task requirements. The regiment has also assigned units to thoroughly preparing training tools and materials and consolidating drill grounds to ensure the best training results. The close to reality training tools and well-prepared drill grounds will be important premises for helping units of Army Corps 12 be prepared to enter the new training season with high morale and good results. A mission of the Vietnam Border Command recently inspected the IU fishing combat effort at Sa Huỳnh, Phu Quang and Saki border stations under Quang Ngai Border Command. The measures of combating IU fishing at these stations have received consensus of the inspection mission. They were asked to fully manage the number and operations of fishing vessels in the stationed localities while actively proposing effective solutions to IU fishing. The mission also asked the Provincial Border Guard Command to attach importance to and regularly direct the task of combating IU fishing following their authority. On February the 22nd, official staff and attaché of the Cuban embassy in Vietnam visited the Vietnam Military History Museum. The delegation was introduced to the artifacts on display at the country and people of Vietnam in the struggle for national liberation and reunification. At present, there are 6 indoor exhibition areas and an outdoor exhibition space at the museum with over 200 artifacts of weapons and military equipment. The museum is a place to preserve and display many artifacts, documents and photos, vividly recreating the history of building and safeguarding the country of the Vietnamese people, thereby promoting and educating the history and traditions of the heroic Vietnamese military and people. The museum also preserves and displays many artifacts, documents, and photos showing the support and assistance of international friends to Vietnam in the past struggle for national liberation, including the sincere and righteous support and assistance of Cuba. Over the past time, military flotillas of localities have been making great contribution to building the whole people defense posture at sea, serving as a fulcrum for fishermen to sail the sea and protect the sacred national sovereignty of the sea and islands. To improve the operational capacity of this force, especially on life-saving skills, recently the Armed Service Technical Operation under the General Logistics Technical Department organized on-ship life-saving training sessions for the military flotillas. As the first unit to participate in the training, after acquiring the theory, officers and soldiers of the Da Nang military flotilla started the practical training to handle specific scenarios. According to the scenario, a ship was operating at sea when it suddenly hit an object, causing a big tear on his horn. The forces quickly and smoothly coordinated to master equipment on the ship, deploying self-inflating life rafts and practicing the skill of boarding life-saving vehicles. I've been provided with a lot of important life-saving skills, including the order and safety guidance of abandoning ship procedures, specific operations of its position on the ship, especially techno-tactical features. During the voyage to the open sea, officers and soldiers of militia flotilla may face many dangerous situations. With such realistic training content as emergency at sea or survival guidance at sea, the militia flotilla force has accumulated valuable experience while duly improving their capabilities and bravery to overcome challenges in task performance at sea. We focus on providing training on such important skills as using light buoy and self-inflating rafts, swimming skills with personal buoy on to ensure the force operations in an incident. As planned, the training will be organized at net for ships of the militia flotillas of Da Nang, Quảng Trị, Quảng Ngãi, Khánh Hòa, Kiên Giang, and Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu provinces. The skills provided in this important training will help the ship crews promptly handle complex situations at sea. Coming up next, Vietnamese embassy joins Israel Tree Planting Festival. BOOKCASE project contributes to spreading Vietnamese language culture in Belgium. The Vietnamese embassy in Israel recently participated in the Jewish holiday of Theo, the traditional tree planting festival by planting friendship trees at Ben Shawan Forest in central Israel. Similar to Vietnam, Israel's agricultural traditions follow the lunar calendar. This year, the tree planting festival took place from February the 10th to 20th. The Vietnamese embassy collaborated with the Ambassadors Club in Israel, the Israel-Vietnam Friendship Association, the Israel-Vietnam Chamber of Commerce, and the KKLJ&F Forest Fund to plant almond, plum, apricot, peach, and plum blossom trees, which bloom in late winter and early spring. The event not only celebrated Israel's tree planting tradition, but also established an Israel-Vietnam Friendship Garden. This garden will serve as a place for the Vietnamese community in Israel to visit and care for during the Lunar New Year or Tet celebrations each year. Vietnam recently joined the Invest Kerala Global Summit 2025, an exhibition in Kerala State, India, with the aim of strengthening trade ties with the country's southern region. The event, organized by the Kerala state government and various industry groups, aimed to promote economic, trade, investment, and tourism cooperation between Kerala and countries, including Vietnam. Vietnamese Ambassador Nguyễn Thanh Hải and some 3,000 delegates and 200 speakers from 26 countries attended the opening session. The Vietnamese delegation also joined an exhibition showcasing diverse products ranging from defense technology to health supplements. The Vietnam's booth, the largest among international participants, display and introduces species, coffee, and tourism discovery programs. Some traditional Vietnamese art performances were also staged at the event, attracting a large number of audiences. As part of the event, the Vietnamese embassy organized a Vietnam-Kerala trade networking session. For over a year, the Vietnamese community in Belgium has had a special literary haven where they can immerse themselves in Vietnamese books, from children's stories to literary works for adults. It has been made possible by the creation of a dedicated bookcase at a Vietnamese restaurant. This initiative aims to preserve and promote the Vietnamese language, helping Vietnamese expatriates in Belgium maintain their cultural identity while living far from home. Phạm Quỳnh Châu, who has lived in Brussels for 25 years, is the regular reader at the Vietnamese bookcase in Hanoi Station restaurant. She shared that she finds great joy in discovering compelling books that connect her to Vietnam's literary world. The Vietnamese bookcase at a Vietnamese restaurant in Belgium is an initiative by Channel Viet Happiness Station. The project goal is not simply to open a bookcase where people can come to read or contribute books freely, but to ensure that the bookcase is more than just a place to store books. It serves as a bridge for spreading the Vietnamese language, fostering a reading culture, and preserving the unique cultural values it represents. From the books we have received, especially many valuable ones, we can see a reflection of the time when Vietnamese people left their homeland and the books they chose to bring with them. Therefore, beyond just the bookcase, we hope to continue developing projects such as collating rare books and valuable documents in the future. Not only has the number of books grown, but their quality and cultural significance have also increased. The Vietnamese community here has actively participated in and supported the Vietnamese bookcase of Happiness Station channel. The Vietnamese Bookcase at the Vietnamese restaurant not only offers a diverse collection of books, but also connects the Vietnamese community in Belgium. It allows older generations to share stories of their homeland, helping the youth remember their roots and cherish Vietnamese culture. At the same time, it fosters interaction, learning, and cultural exchange, promoting unity and integration among international communities. This is the end of the Listening News Bulletin today. You can watch news again at QPVN.vn. I'm Cuban, and see you next time.